so much again for joining us. Today we'd like to talk about something extremely important, and we want to show and demonstrate to you, the world, exactly what we're talking about. It's very simple. Below me, what you see in the distance, the mountains behind, is dry, barren land that once used to be a forest, a rainforest. So what we're showing you today is going to be the yin and the yang, the past, the present, and the future. In the distance, what once used to be a forest is now barren land. This land is no longer usable for cattle. As you can see, there's a lot of soil erosion, and basically there's no trees. Without the trees, there's no shade. Without the shade and the foliage, there's no nutrients and no environment for food or animal, livestock to thrive and survive. So it becomes barren. And what happens when it's barren is, unfortunately, the rain clouds disappear. So here to my left, you have an example of 90% plus deforestation. Hence, it's now barren and really non-usable. So come with me and look just to my right over here, and we'll show you that just over the hill, just over this hill, where we still have at least 50% of our rainforest intact, we are now able, as you can see, the pasture, it's green. On the other side, it's dry, yellow, brown, dead. Here, it's still green, has nutrients, and hence can support cattle, livestock, etc. Same with the cultivation. In the background, you'll see some dry maize. It's just the end of the maize season. They'll be farming beans. So, hence, to my right, in the distance, you see there's at least 50% of the rainforest intact. What that does is it sustains the ecosystem. It attracts rain clouds. Rain clouds bring water. So to my right, you see it's green and alive. Unfortunately, if it passes this point of at least 50% to less than 50% of rainforest, it will become dry and barren, just like the other side of the hill. Is to reforest what's left of our rainforest so that we can retain the rain clouds, so that we can retain humanity's survival by hence farming and cultivating in an environment that can sustain our livelihood. Man's survival is dependent on food cultivation. But if we do not act now, we are destined for doomsday. In less than 5 years, if this is not attended to, it will become barren just like the other side, and then humanity will unfortunately be without terrain that was once arable for food cultivation. Hence, there will be more starvation. So guys, it's time to wake up. We're here, we're ready to do the job. We're here with the indigenous people. As you can see, we live a simple life. We use donkeys and horseback. We cultivate this land, but we cultivate it for you. Your consumption demands that we cultivate every year more and more land for man's survival and sustenance. Rural people of this planet have no choice but to cut down more of the forest. Why? Because every year the cost of living increases. The cost of living increases. What does that mean? That means when a farmer once had 10 hectares, 10 durhams, 10 parcels of land, unfortunately the next year, to get his wife or his mother to hospital could increase 20 to 50%. Basic necessities increase every year thanks to transport and fossil fuel and the cost that is always erratic, and unfortunately that forces local people to farm more because it costs them more every year to move their yield from the mountains down to the cities. So because that cost increase every year, they have to compensate, and the only way to compensate is by farming more. They don't consume what they farm, they sell it to market for your consumption. So please guys, We all need to eat, but we need to do things in a reliable and responsible way that will sustain our race, our survival, our humanity. So please act humane, and let's work together, and let's retain what's left of our planet, because if we do not, we all perish. So please guys, stay tuned, watch more of our videos, please support us, come on board, show you care, and let's do it together. Lots of love, peace and happiness. Thanks for your time. See you soon.